Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share my knowledge with your audience. So, we all, know that teenager journey is very struggleful. So today I will tell you how you can make your struggleful journey a smooth journey. Okay. Um, Before we start, I will just have a quick intro about me. So, I'm a pre career specialist and a brain mapping counselor. I'm a NLP practitioner and teenage and parenting coach. I am the state vice president of UP for education sector. I'm associated with Wiki in this domain. And my vision is to improve parent-child relationship, be it a toddler, be it the whole your childhood days, or a teenager or an adult. Okay, by knowing the brain of the child. That's my vision, so that we can have a happy, ambitious, stress-free environment for the children, and which is very important for the future generation, actually. So, the first question, in fact, it's a the thing is, parents have lot of expectation. Okay, usually parents expectation is, when a child is born, oh, I'll teach everything, let them learn everything, they'll grow and they'll be independent, they will be smart, they will be problem solver. This is a usual parents expectation, when the child is born. They do hundreds of things for a child, so that they can look up to the child, and they look up to the child as if the child is going to take care of them as soon as he or she becomes an adult. The lot of expectations parents have in their head. And then comes the teenage. What happens then? Before moving to the main topic, how you can convert the struggle into smooth, let's understand what's teenage. Teenage is the adolescence age, which is from between childhood and adulthood. Childhood means from 11 till 19, it's considered as teenage. To be precise, it's 13 to 19. Why it's, but why can't we say adolescence age? Everyone can't use that term. Is it so complicated? No, that's not the case. The reason is, if you consider the numbers from 13 to 19, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. What's the common thing in all the numbers? It's the teen word in each and every number. From that teen, the teenage has been derived. Okay. Now, as we are progressing more and more, teenage, instead of starting from 13, now it's actually starting from 11 and a half. So we now call it as pre-teens age. From that time, actually, the puberty hits the kids now. What are the main challenges a parent face with teenagers? In fact, teenagers are also facing the challenges. Do you know these? Majorly, they want the teenagers, they feel they have got the freedom because they have become 10 plus or 12, 13 plus. They can go anywhere. So they want to explore their limits. By exploring the limits, they don't think what will be the consequences. They just want to explore. They want to move from one place to another place with friends, hop onto different cafes or pubs. They want to experience how adults, how our parents enjoy life. They want to experiment each and everything. They actually start breaking rules. No matter how disciplined your child was till 10 years old, your child will definitely break rules. This is a big challenge for all the parents. And it's like, parents are like, oh my God, what to do? My child is always breaking all the rules. My child is not listening to me. And then the difference between parents' opinion and child's opinion increases. And there is a lot of quarrels, a lot of fights between the parents and the child because kids are not listening to them. They are keep on breaking the rules. And parents don't understand why it's happening. Till 10 years old, my child used to listen. But now it's not happening. Why? Teenagers are ready to take risk. Let's do it now. What will happen? Nothing will happen. Let's do it. Let's go for it. They want to try. They want to experience each and everything. They become more daring actually. Till 10 years old, they were like, okay, mama will say, papa will say, then I will do. But after 11 years, let's hide it from them now. We'll not tell them, let's do it. We'll see what happens next. They are ready to take risk. You know? And parents are scared because they are taking a lot of risk. Because these risks can be like driving a vehicle, a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, or trying some abusive substances. So parents face challenges with this. Teenagers become rebellious. They just want their things to be understood and taken care of. They don't want to listen. Why, what can happen, what not can happen. They can't. They are rebellious, they are aggressive, they keep on shouting. They feel that everyone should do the work for them right away. Parents are confused. What happened? It's like the whole class in the school, the kids are like that. The teachers are also struggling. The parents, the peers, uh, everyone is same. So why should I not shout? If my friend is shouting, I can also shout. If my friend is going out, why can't I go out? If my friend's parents have allowed to go for a night out, why can't my parents? I will also get it done. So, I want to do it. I want my wishes to be fulfilled. That's the thought going on during the teenage time. Kids don't speak much with parents and the family members. The communication drops. Till 10 years, kids and parents were talking on each and everything, what to do, when to do, how to do. But after 11 years, I'll do it on my own. I'll do it. No, you don't need to tell me anything. I'll manage. I'll do it. So parents feel uh, the child is becoming independent, but what's actually happening is the child is avoiding parents. Why to talk too much? Let them, let them be on their own. Parents will manage on their own. I will manage my work. I am free. I have the power. I am intelligent enough. I am independent now. So many thoughts are going on that the communication between kids and the parents drops drastically during teenage time. And that is the time when the distance between parents and kids increases because parents feel that the kids don't understand them and kids feel the same, that parents don't understand them. During teenagers period, they are lost about the career choices. They don't know what to do because they are not ready to take guidance from their parents. And teachers, they take teachers also for granted today. They rely majorly on their friends. So if a friend who is very good in science, but I am not good in science, but my best friend is taking science, okay, I'll also take, because they are ready to take the risk. They are not focused. So career choices are at stake. They want to, since they are exploring so many things, okay, we'll study 2 years science. If we will not like, we'll switch to another subject in college. And if we don't like the subject in college, okay, we'll do masters, we'll do MBA. At least we'll find something. Something will happen. And they are losing their time because the focus is not there on the career. They just lose track for, I think, 10-15 years are gone like that. Push. And after they're in the 30s, oh, I would have taken that subject. I would have taken that path, would have been a better choice. So after 10 to 15 years, they realize that the choices they took during their teenage time was not correct because they were not ready to accept that they need guidance and support from elders, from teachers, from parents. Okay. So these are the major challenges which parents are facing. In fact, kids are not aware that they are also facing this. And all these challenges are making their brain confused. It, it, uh, it's a struggle for them. They don't know what's happening with them. Okay. So what is actually happening during teenage? Let's understand that. Suddenly, hair growth has increased, physical appearance has changed, a lot of emotions are coming into picture. Suddenly I'm feeling sad, suddenly I'm feeling very happy, suddenly I'm like on the top of the world. It's like, what's happening? Suddenly I'm feeling very anxious because I'm not looking nice. Oh my god, so many pimples. Oh my god, how am I looking? Oh, boys will say, oh, I've got mustache. Oh, I've got beard. Oh, the voice changes, the mood. There are so much of mood swings. It's not only with girls, it's with boys also, but no one is able to interpret how the mood swings are happening in boys. Why all this is happening? Because hormonal changes are happening. There are a lot of hormonal changes. Hormones are at work actually from 11 years till 20 years. It's a period of like 10 years. The hormones are working. They are, you know, releasing so many, uh, the excretion of so many hormones, the growth hormones, the, uh, estrogen, be it your sex hormones, your puberty hormones, your growth hormones, your appearance hormones, beauty hormones, everything is happening. And the brain says, what's happening? I am confused. So what happens during teenage is a lot of work is going inside our body. Hormones are at work. Okay. External factors are changing. And then the clock cycle of our body, that is also changing because a lot of mood swings are happening. We are upset. There are emotions. The clock changes. And interesting thing is the brain is also at work. So what the brain does is all the synapses, the neurons, patterns which were strong enough, which were developed during your childhood, starts pruning. 40% of those get pruned in 10 years. So the brain is working, hormones are working, the body clock is not working correctly, environment is changing, people are perceiving things differently. So the brain says, I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I am lost. And when the brain says that, aggression increases. Kids find quick ways of happiness. That's why addictions happen majorly in teenage, because it's like a quick workaround to get that happiness. Because already so much of confusion is there in the brain. How to handle that? Let's have a drink. let's have some substance, or let's increase the screen time. We actually try to stop brain from, you know, moving from confusion to clarity. We actually, the teenagers actually do that, and they are not aware. During this time, the parent support is critical. Instead of shouting, we have to support the teenagers. It's so important because teenagers don't know what's happening. They were very young. Nothing was happening in their body. Only the height was growing. Suddenly, whole appearance, everything is changing. People don't know what to do. Kids don't know what to do, how to understand all these things. They need time. The brain also needs to process all these things. And when the brain is processing, the teenager is processing, the support from parents and teachers is highly, highly critical. Now, we again come back to parents' expectation. During childhood, parents wanted my child, when they grow up, be independent, be smart, be problem solver. But when they actually are in their teenage, parents don't accept. They still nag, do this task the way they used to tell during their childhood. Parents have become so used to giving instructions for 10 years that they forget that the child has become a teenager. So, whose fault is it? Is it a teenager's fault? No. Is it a parent's fault? No. It's the responsibility of a parent to accept that my child has grown up. Yes, my child is becoming independent. Yes, my child can solve problems on his or her own. My child can take decisions also. Because teenagers need that freedom because they are exploring. If parents say, no, don't explore, don't go there, don't talk too much, what are parents doing? They are actually stopping teenagers to communicate better. And then that's a reason communication drops. Because the teenagers feel the parents are not understanding them. And parents still are living in the past, that I have to tell my child what to do, what not to do, what to watch out for. Yes, they have to tell, but now the method has changed. Now they have to tell in a different manner. They're not the young child, they've grown up. Parents need to accept that they have grown up. Give them more responsibility. So, the final thing, how we have to embrace this teenage journey. Make it a happy journey for yourself and for the teenagers. And how you can do that? It's very, very simple. Understand your child. You don't have to, uh, just assume things. Understand. Understand means know the interest areas, capabilities, the strengths, the weaknesses, what's the thought process. And for such a level of understanding, in the market, there are a lot of tools available. There's brain mapping, there's psychometric test, uh, various tools are existing. Take advantage of those tools. Accept that we all are unique. This acceptance needs to be done by teenagers as well as parents. Don't compare with others. Compare the performance of your child with your child only. Previous days comparison needs to be done with today, how you have improved from previous day. That comparison is important. And believe it, each and every child is unique. Why I can say that? Because each and every child has fingerprints. None of the fingerprint in this world matches. Every fingerprint is different. It means every child is different. Every parent is different. Yeah, the situations can look like it's a similar one, but my friend, trust me, everyone, every situation is unique to each and everyone. Accept this fact. The God has made every one of us unique. And more importantly, instead of thinking what to do now when my child is in teenage, start early. Start from childhood. Think how to groom your child, how you are giving the responsibility to your child when the child is young. It's not necessary, no? That when the child grows up, when the child is in like 13 or 14, you will ask, go get the water, serve the water to the guest. You can do that. Ask the help from your child when they are like 7, 8 year old also. Appreciate your child for helping. Once, when in childhood you are appreciating for the work they are doing, they will be happily doing during their teenage also. Yes, there will be some reluctance, but they will be aware that they need to do it. So instead of waiting, your child turning 11, 12, 13, start early. That will help you. It's you can compare this with the analogy that when we get ill, we take medicine. But if we develop immunity better, will you fall ill? Will you need to take medicine? No. Prevention is better than cure. Same thing. Start early from childhood. Don't think, don't think that once my child will grow up, by the time it will, he or she will be 12, 13, they will understand everything. Don't think that. Make them understand by the time they are 3 year old, 4 year old, level by level, slowly by slowly. Move with them, talk to them, communicate with them, so that you can have a better parent child relationship. There are few things, four important things, which you need to consider for a smooth journey. Create rules collaboration. When your child is a teenager, have rules, have conversation. What is the rule if you are going late? What is the rule if you are coming late? Have rules, have defined rules, be specific. There is no harm. Stop assuming, stop presuming. The more you have open conversation with your child in terms of rules, your child will also be happy. They will feel the sense of responsibility will be imbibed in them. So it's important to have a rule collaboration with your child. And obviously, communication is the key. We don't have to decrease the communication. Either it should be smooth, or it should increase. For, in my opinion, it should actually increase. The parents should talk openly with kids in terms of the environmental changes, the physical changes, the hormonal changes, what to watch out for. If you're feeling lost, what can we do? If you're not able to focus, what can we do? What are the solutions in the market? What do you want to try? Parents should not just bombard all the dreams and thoughts on the child. It should be a two-way communication. Let the child also speak up. Let the child also feel they are heard, they can speak up. So communication is highly critical. When you're communicating with your child, the child will have trust on you. It should not be dictatorship type communication. It's actually not a communication. The communication should be two-way for better parent-child relationship, for the better harmony in the family, for the better future of the teenager. Okay? And openly discuss the consequences which will happen if they are
Sorry to
breaking the...
interrupt you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we have 10 minutes left, and so many questions are lined up if you're
Okay.
ready.
So I'll just wrap it up. Just give me 1 minute.
No problem.
Yeah. Thank you. So consequences needs to be agreed upon. The parent should also understand the consequences, and the teenager should also understand the consequences. The situations to be told to them. You can show a video or you can share your own experience. Okay? And continuous monitoring. It does not mean you have to have a goggles or a binoculars and the camera over the head of your teenager. No. Be available with them. Don't show that I am busy in the office, you go and do party. No. Okay. Have rules. I will come and drop you for the party. I will come and pick you up from the party. Show the child that I am available for you. Yes, I am also busy, but I am with you. Give them the free feeling that I trust you, but I want you to be safe. Everything what is mentioned on this screen revolves around communication. So once you have the communication, your actually journey will become smooth. You may try a lot of techniques. Okay, and that's it. Thank you. I'm open for questions.
Thanks a lot, Ms. Shruti. If you can stop sharing your PPT, the audience can have a better view of you, please.
Yeah, just a second.
Thank you. So the first question, ma'am, is to kick the things off, can you share a bit about your own teenage journey and the specific struggles you have encountered?
So when I was a teenager?
Yes.
Okay.
What the question says.
When I was a teenager, I became completely quiet. I was not at all talking to people. I stopped talking to my mom, my dad, because I used to feel anxious about myself. I was like, what has happened to me? I'm not looking nice. What will people say? And my mom used to have my hair as a bob cut. So I used to look like a tomboy. So now I look at my photographs and I'm like, oh my God, what I used to do. So my teenage journey was very quiet. I used to feel that no one is talking to me because I'm not looking nice. And I was not opening up. If I had problems during while studying also, I never used to ask that problem, that question to my mom, my dad, my teachers, my friends. Rarely I used to speak up. And I think by the time I was in 10th, my grades degraded. I used to be a topper till 9th standard. And in 10th standard, I was like, though I got 75%, I think I struggled because I was not open for communication. I became very quiet. I was not able to understand what's happening with me. I was not a party person at all. I'm still not a party person. But I just used to wonder what will happen if you grow up like this? I used to sit and think, I was actually lost. Only few things were I was sure was I want to take science. No matter what happens, I want to take science. This is only one thing which I can remember, which I did. I fought with my parents. No, I want science only. My dad wanted I should take arts, and my mother wanted me to become a what you call a doctor actually. So I said no, I don't like being a doctor. I want to be an engineer. So for that, I think there were several meetings at my place. All my elder brothers and sisters and my bhabis came, and they had to make my parents agree that yeah, she should pursue engineering. She should take science with maths. So it was a struggle.
Yeah. So, what are some practical strategies and tools teenagers can use to navigate difficult situations and foster a more positive experience, ma'am?
So for this, actually, the bond between parents and children, you know, that needs to be strong. And parents have to be a support system. They don't have to be a dictator for the kids. The more the parents are saying, yes, we are there to help you, guide you, you have to the parents need to coach. Parents sometimes need to counsel the kids. Every time, not required. You need to give freedom to the teenagers. And if you're talking about tools, I would say go for psychometric test. Understand yourself. Know your strengths. Go for brain mapping. Brain mapping is the fingerprint based test. I conduct these tests. I means we get to be aware what our brain is processing. Plus, the body is so confused during these 7 to 8 years actually. If we channelize that confusion, you know giving a direction, giving a path, you can do wonders. Teenagers uh, can be independent right after the colleges, not in terms of going for a party, in terms of taking decision, in terms of taking a job, in terms of taking an internship, in terms of starting a own business. And everything you can do by knowing yourself. Go for brain mapping test, fingerprint based test. Go for psychometric test. Go for these career assessments. Everything, all these tools will tell about your personality, how strong you are, how weak you are, how is your each and every multiple intelligence, what is your basic nature, what you need to improve on. Instead of focusing on what is there on others' plate, focus what is inside you. Everyone has a desire. I want to, you know, grow up and be like Mukesh Ambani or like Bill Gates. If you want to reach there, what path you need to take, that decide during teenage. That only you can follow in your adulthood. Knowing yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, work on your strengths more, work on your weaknesses. Then only you can achieve. These are when you are aware of your strengths and weaknesses, the strategies will be formed. Suppose you are high on body energy and you don't like to study much. The best examples I can give you of Virat Kohli and Hardik Pandey. Their coaches, their parents, during their early age, identified the child cannot sit and study. They have so much of body energy. So their parents and the coaches took the right decision and put them into sports. And see how successful they are. Parents, as well as teenagers, need to know about the brain, the capabilities a person has. And then the guidelines, the strategies can be formed. Yeah.
So thank you, ma'am. So how can teenagers deal with peer pressure, bullying, and the constant need to fit in?
So that's a very genuine problems, a challenge which everyone is facing. It's the communication. Okay, communication is not being verbal. Communication is how your body language is, how you have to empower yourself to stop that, how you can take a stand against it, how much aggression you should have, how much calmness you need to have. Then only, if you are you are open to communicate with uh, the people around you, the seniors, the faculty members, the parents, that forms one way of dealing with all these things. Another, how strong you are, how much capabilities you have gathered to handle that. Why a person is bullying you, why a person is insulting you, why you are allowing that person to do that. Be strong enough, be confident enough. How? Mentoring needs to be done for that. Empowerment needs to be done for each and every one. And that, the base is again knowing yourself. Okay. And you mentioned about peer pressure. How to handle peer pressure? If it's healthy, good to have. If it's not healthy, why you need to have a peer pressure? What's important? Ask the questions. What is it I have to do with the peer pressure? If people are comparing you with your friend or the batchmates, fine, it's their problem. How you are perceiving it. You need to compare yourself with your previous day work, how you are progressing, what you have done better. Are you improving every day by 1%? If you are just focusing on peers, what others are saying, what will happen if I do this, what will others, if you're thinking about all the society members, all the peers, my friend, you will not go anywhere. You will sit and cry. No point doing that. There is no, it's a digital age. We don't have time to waste. Stop comparing with others. Compare yourself with previous day of yourself. Parents also need to understand. You don't have to compare with Sharma ji or Gupta ji or Mukesh Ambani or someone else. Know your child, make your child, groom your child, empower your child. Let your child live the dreams of his or her own. If you are doing this, no peer pressure will be, bad. It will be healthy. Oh, rest are starting a business. Can I start a business? Yes, I can start. What all I need to watch out? Okay, I will do it. How many actions I have taken? That's a healthy peer pressure. Hope I am able to explain how to, peer pressure, bullying, these are the challenges which are looking big problems. Don't look them as big problems, big challenges. It's a situation, matter of situation. Go back, take a deep breath. I think a lot of problems can be resolved.
So, because of the time constraint, I'm not able to ask you all the questions, ma'am. One last question. How can teenagers use technology and social media in a positive and responsible way?
I think this is instead of asking teenagers to use it, this is actually a question for parents. Are they using it positively? Parents are actually, by default, role models for the kids. A young child also, during your childhood, during your teenager age, during adulthood, they look up to their parents. If the parents are continuously on laptop or mobile or on TV or on gadgets, teenagers will also be doing. If teenagers and parents, communicate and decide, okay, since we are having lunch or dinner or breakfast together, let's keep the gadgets aside. Okay, have quality time, be involved. It's not only parents' responsibility, teenagers, kids' responsibility also to be involved in the family. That's how I think the gadget usage will reduce. Now, how to have the positive impact? Browse everything, get knowledge. There is no harm. How you utilize that knowledge, that matters. Because addiction, everything happens during teenage. If they are looking at something, they need to talk to their parents or to teachers, or if they feel ashamed or feel anxious or feel embarrassed that they can't go and talk to their parents or teachers, there are a lot of counselors and coaches who exist in India, in the world, whom they can go and talk. They can ask for help, how to handle this situation. Plus, um, you know, have games, which is brain development games. Solve puzzles, read books. That is also screen time. You can utilize that. Browse, do browse Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, do that. Don't stop yourself from doing that because that's technology. AI is getting into picture. Use it, but limit your time duration. Put a time limit, 30 minutes. In during the whole day, I'll be on social media for close to 1 hour. Have a schedule for yourself. Play schedule, study schedule, family time, social media time, time pass time. When you are allocating times, you're bucketing your time slots, you will automatically be reducing your gadget, your screen time. And if you're aware that you have just 1 hour and you have to make the best use of it, your brain will automatically tell you how to better utilize that time. Everyone knows how to, you know, utilize their time in a better manner when there's a time ticking happening, when there's a sword on your head. Be strict about following your schedule. Have that habit. Read books on gadgets. Plus, uh, gaining knowledge online, I think it's so much. It's a wide ocean of knowledge on internet. Be aware as much as possible, but be aware what is valid. You should be able to identify what is fake and what is real. Know those techniques, know those websites, know how to you can identify. If you are playing games, if you are involved in sharing OTPs and everything, be cautious. You need to have open conversation with friends also, for parents also. So communication, thought process, everything is involved. Habits also in this matter actually. Have time slots, reduce screen time, and utilize the best way. You have the best way to utilize your time slots. These are the basic things which you can do. And if you want, if the time management is not happening with you, attend sessions on time management. Experiment how you can manage your time better. That will help you. That will actually help teenagers. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks for the elaborate explanation for each and every question. School Journal of Education and schoolreformer.com. Thank you for the talk and for patiently answering all the questions, ma'am. We also thank the audience for participating in the event, and we apologize to the audience for the delay. It was due to the technical glitch from our side. And Ma'am Shruti Gupta, we apologize again.
No problem. It's completely fine. When it comes to knowledge sharing, I have no issues, no problem. I can be available anytime. So please don't apologize. It's perfectly fine, ma'am.
Thanks a lot. We will end the session now. You want to say anything else, ma'am?
Just one request from all the parents. Let your teenagers follow their own dreams. Don't force your dreams on your teenager, on your kids, actually. Let them explore the world and have instead of thinking life is so challenging, life is so harsh, enjoy the journey, enjoy this life with your kids. That's it.
Thank you. We will end the session now.